Nathan, I gotta tell you, I love taking these vehicles off-road, and we already have reviewed this wonderful CX-9.
Yeah, we took it in the snow, we took it all over the streets, but we haven't taken it off-road yet.
So, coming up next on the Fast Lane car, another fun and, well, it's kind of dry so it won't be too muddy, TFL car off-road review. All right, Nathan, let's just do 3 quick things that you like and 3 quick things that you don't like about the CX-9. Why don't you start with the stuff you don't like?
Okay, the stuff I don't like. Navigation screen is smaller than my fist. It's way too small, hard to see.
You have a monster fist.
It's still really small, so it's too hard to see. And I mean, come on, you've got cars like the Dodge Dart that have an 8.4-inch screen. This needs to be larger.
Yeah, how about 2-in-1?
2-in-1, okay. Well, number 2, look, high altitude, we're losing some power. This puts out 273 horsepower. It would be really nice if it put out 300 horsepower.
A family truckster has to hold a lot of stuff. It's meant for, you know, having 4 or 5 kids in the thing, and this is very tight. So my number 1 would be, it's on the smaller side of this segment.
At least it feels that way. Maybe it's the way the belt line is. It's a little bit almost claustrophobic.
Yeah, look at my head. It's almost touching the ceiling.
That's because your head is inordinately large.
All right, let's do the top 3 things that you like. Give me number 3.
Handles great. Great vehicle to drive around. Second favorite of all the vehicles in this class. It's wonderful.
I love the way it looks. I think it's one of the sexiest 3-row passenger trucksters in the market. I mean, it's a sexy car, and Mazda's done a great job in making this thing very appealing.
Absolutely, and it's affordable. This is one of the cheapest in its class, and quite frankly, I think it's a bargain.
How far forward are you going to go from this one? This one, not very high. This only has 7 inches of ground clearance, so we'll go up to that turnaround up there by the campsite. Yeah, that's otherwise we're not going to be back down.
Bring a nice towing chain along. Nathan, I'm really surprised at how well this car does off-road. It's surprisingly agile. It doesn't lose traction. We haven't spun the wheels once yet.
Yeah, I know. It's actually been a surprise, but there is a downside to it, and we both noticed it. First of all, not a lot of ground clearance. Second, unlike the Kia Sorento, the suspension isn't as forgiving. It's a very tight, urban-based suspension, so you have better, handling in the corners and whatnot. And because of that, when we're going over things, it's kind of bone-jarring. But you're right, that traction, it hasn't been a problem.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, zoom. This is a sporty 3-row wagon, right?
That's basically what it is.
And so it's amazing that you can take it off-road. And guys, we do this because if it can do this, it can handle the snow that you're going to put it through.
I mean, look, we're juvenile, we get it, but we have a good time, and if we're having a good time and being juvenile while we're off-road and the car does well, what's the problem?
Exactly. If you're interested in the full review of this, go to tflcar.com because we have reviewed it. Nathan, up there, that's where we take the hard off-road vehicles like the Jeeps, the Wranglers. That way we take the crossovers like this one, but frankly,
we have discovered something that isn't bad because this isn't made for off-road, but it's so stiff, the springs are so tight that the articulation on this is not very good. And another problem is, frankly, it's a little bone jarring, and these tires have been doing really good. They're Bridgestones, but they're just not made for this type of soft dirt.
Actually, I think the 20-inch tires in some ways save it because they're pretty tall, give it a little bit more ground clearance. But let's face it, This thing is long, it's got bad overhangs, which means the approach and departure angles aren't great. And when you load it up with a bunch of people, the springs compress and the limited ground clearance gets even more limited. So I think we've gone as far as we want to go.
Yeah, this is great for on-road, but if you have to go off-road, at least you can make it up to some pretty decent terrain.
Yeah, or in the snow or up to a cabin up a dirt road, I think it'll be fine. Yeah. All right, there you have it, guys. As always, this is Roman and
Nathan
saying thanks for watching. And remember, subscribe for a new car video every day. And now I'm going to do our little plug. Check us out on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at TFL Car, or just watch a video every day. We work really hard and we're very grateful that you guys watch.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Ciao.